Hello everyone and welcome to DMƒ-stop. Today we'll be unboxing the Insta360 X3, so let's jump in. So first thing, I suppose you guys are wondering why we have two boxes on the table. So I ran into a bit of a problem. I bought the Insta360 X3 about 3 months ago, and then after about a week or so there was a software update, and I tried to update it through the app, but it was going through the whole process and then ending up popping up again. So it was basically just stuck in a loop asking me to do the update all the time. This also actually prevented me from using the 360 app since the pop-up for the software update came up all the time. I was still able to use the camera. There was nothing wrong with the footage or anything. It was just a software update. The other thing I had a problem with on the previous one I had, the battery mechanism actually got stuck a bit. So that was another reason that I actually replaced it. These mechanisms on here, they didn't jump out as well anymore. That's the two problems I had with the previous camera. So I reached out to Insta360. They suggested I take it back to from where I purchased it, and they'll arrange for it to be checked and then swapped out for a new one if there's a problem. It wasn't a good start for me, but the camera is excellent, and that's why I have two boxes. This is the old one that had the problem, so I don't have this camera anymore. They obviously took this one back when they did the assessment, but they sent me a brand new one in a box, so that gives me an opportunity to do the unboxing with you guys today, and then I'll do a short review since I've had the camera for about 3 months now. So let's jump in and open this new one. So it's pretty well packaged, coming in the box like this. There's the actual camera. It's all covered in plastic. Get back to that now. Check what accessories there are in the box. It all comes in this little small box. So there's just the USB-C to USB-A charging cable and data cable, some silica. This is just the pouch, the camera, very nice. Then basically just some paperwork and a cleaning cloth, very nice cleaning cloth. And then some stickers. So it's a pretty nice unboxing experience. Everything is very well packaged and wrapped up. I like the form factor as well. It works pretty well for most cases. It's got the 1/4" screw, so you can fix it to most tripods and stuff. It's got the battery, and then also the SD card slot and stuff is inside there. So yeah, that's the Insta360 unboxing. Let's jump into some specs and some footage. So obviously with the 360 camera, the whole idea is to actually capture everything going on and then redirecting your footage in post-production. The software that comes with the camera also works very well. It's pretty easy to use. So that's definitely a nice thing about this camera. It captures 5.7K in 360 degrees. And then it's also capable of 4K imaging through a single lens. So the idea would be with these cameras to just mount it on a selfie stick or maybe on a head mount, and then recording in 360 everything that's going on, and then reframing your image in post-production. The Insta360 app that comes with the camera is also AI powered, so you can do all kinds of fun things with the app and reframe your imaging. The X3 boasts a 1/2" 48 megapixel sensor, which gives you a very good quality image and crisp image, and it helps you even to take good quality video in low light because of the larger sensor. The camera is capable of taking a 360 image in 72 megapixels, so that definitely helps you get a very good quality 360 image. The camera is also HDR capable, and it takes HDR footage in 360. So it doesn't matter where you reframe your footage to, it'll always be in HDR, which is very nice. Once you go into single lens mode, it's capable of 4K at 30 frames per second, or if you want to go at an extremely wide angle of 170 degrees, it's capable of 2.7K footage. In 360 mode, the camera is also capable of 60 frames per second, and you can also follow objects or yourself, and then it reframes the image automatically and follows the subject. The camera also has what they call flow state stabilization, and this helps obviously to keep your footage steady without a stabilizer or gimbal, and this is pretty handy. Since it's a sports camera as well, it'll definitely come in handy to record action footage and have it nice and smooth. The camera is also capable of recognizing the horizon, keeping your footage always level to the horizon. And then obviously if you want to change it, you can do it in post-production. But your footage will always stay level, even though you might be going upside down or swinging around or whatever the case might be. The Insta360 X3 is also capable of time-lapse, and it can record up to 8K time lapses in 360 degrees. It's also capable of slow motion footage, and it can record in up to 120 frames per second in 4K. There is also an accessory you can get with the camera that they call bullet time, and that's basically swinging the camera around and it will create a very cinematic experience. The camera can also do 180 frames per second in 3K for that extra slow motion effect if you need it. I would say one of the most handy features this camera has is the pre-recording feature, and that enables you to set the camera to 15 or 30 seconds before you actually start recording. Press the record button, it'll keep recording all the time. So whenever you're waiting for something to happen, you don't have to wait until it happens and then start recording. You can actually pre-record 15 seconds or 30 seconds, and then whenever it happens, you just press record, and that footage from before when the actual event started happening will also be recorded. So that means you are able to not miss anything ever with this camera. You can always be sure that you would have the footage from 15 seconds or whatever the case might be when you are actually waiting for something to happen. The X3 is also waterproof, up to IPX8 rating, which enables you to take the camera 10 meters down, which is awesome for people who are snorkeling or scuba diving at a shallow depth. You can also get the dive case if you want to go deeper, and that will enable the camera to go up to 50 meters deep. But then obviously you'll have the extra mounting over the camera, which just makes it a bit more bulky. The camera is also very well built, and it's nice and rugged for going out on an adventure and not worrying too much about knocking it around. It's got tempered glass on the touchscreen. One of the nicer upgrades from the previous X models is the touchscreen being now 2.7 inches large and rectangular, which just makes it better and easier to use. Some nice extra features the camera has is easy controls and vibration motor, so you can actually get some haptic feedback. It also has voice control 2.0, what they would call it, which enables you to actually control the camera with your voice when it's far away or on a selfie stick or something. It also has ultra fast transfer speeds from the camera to your mobile app. The camera actually comes with 4 mics, which really helps with good sound quality as well. Because it also has 4 mics, it actually records the sound in 360 degrees, which enables you to actually use directional sound whenever you are repositioning your image. The sound will also adjust in that direction. After actually recording your footage, you can go into the software and it can also track something. So if you select an object or a person, you can actually follow that subject or person wherever they move around without you having to go in and set directional points on the software all the time. The software for the camera and the app actually has a feature called Shot Lab, which replaces your background imaging with a few options that they have in the app, and this will then reframe yourself or your object in a different environment, basically replacing the entire background or the sky. The camera is also capable of live streaming in 360 degrees through the app. So just some quick specs. It has a photo resolution of 72 megapixels. It also has a few different photo modes, which would be the standard, the HDR, burst photo, interval, and also star lapse. The video modes coming with the camera is standard mode, active HDR mode, time lapse and time shift, bullet time and loop, and then also pre-recording. The camera itself weighs 180 grams and it can record for up to 81 minutes. It has Bluetooth 5.0 BLE and it's capable of Wi-Fi in 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz. It is USB-C compatible. The battery is 1800 milliamp hours, which would take about 90 minutes to charge. So if you are someone who's going to keep recording for long times, then I would suggest you get a second or third battery. The camera also has a bunch of accessories that you can buy additionally, such as screen protector, third-person bike handle, motorcycle U-bolt mount, quick reader for your footage, the diving case, a lens cap, which you probably not need because you have the cover, a fast charging hub for your extra batteries, a mic adapter for a different mic setup, sticky lens guards which would protect your lenses, and then obviously the selfie sticks, which you get the 1.2 meter length and you get also a 3 meter length. The camera is quite easy to fit into its pouch, and once it's inside there, pretty well protected. So that's it guys, my unboxing and explaining the product. Overall I think it's a very well put together product and it has quite a lot of features which would make all the people who love gadgets happy. Even though I had some issues with the software and the battery, I would still highly recommend this camera since I actually received pretty good support from Insta360 and also the company I bought the camera from. So yes, that's my review, unboxing and explaining of the product, and I hope you guys found the video useful. If you did, please throw a like on it. It definitely supports the channel, and if you have any questions or anything else you wanted to know or just say hi, throw a comment in the comment section. Also head to my channel to watch the first and the second video I've posted if you haven't yet. The first video is just a short intro to the channel and some information about myself and what we'll be posting on the channel, and then the second one was a review about the BMW X3, so definitely go and watch those if you haven't yet. And then I hope to see you guys in the next video. If you watched the video until here, please comment 360 for life in the comment sections below, and then I will see you in the next video. Cheers!